Okay, what's going on here? Not showing me. Oh, now it is. Welcome to the session. Yes, yes. Welcome to the session. I'm your master of ceremonies for this evening, Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR, your number one PR specialist here. If you need more publicity and more, you know, write ups, press, all of that, reach out to me and, get you out there on some more media outlets, not just this one, but the other ones, the bigger ones. And tonight, our guest is someone that does the same, but she primarily focuses on search engine optimization. That's SEO. For those that wonder what SEO stands for, it stands for that. I remember one time I was talking to somebody and, da da da. I was like, oh, okay, so you know SEO. And that person was like, I don't know who that is. Who's SEO? And that's real. I'm not trying to be funny. That actually happened. but excuse me. But let me go on ahead and bring on the guest, Z.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, Z?
I'm doing fantastic. I am thankful and grateful to be here.
Yes, yes. I'm thankful and grateful to have you on.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Definitely, definitely. Now you've been on the session before, but for all the new people that follow and subscribe, tell them who you are because they already probably know because of all the things you've done and been on. But for those who are just tuning, just getting introduced to you this way, let them know who the SEO Queen is.
Well, my name is Z Scott. I am the founder of the SEO Queen. This company was launched in 2017. I had started my foray into entrepreneurship at a very young age. And I finally decided to do it full time in 2012 after working a job, making them, just my recurring book of business was $500,000 a year, but I was on food stamps. I was not happy with my lack of money and support. And so I got out of corporate America and decided to stick with Main Street and launch the SEO Queen. And since my launch, I've been able to help thousands of business owners drive about $250 million in revenue and help out iconic brands like Shaka Shange and NS Design dominate Google page one.
Yes, yes, definitely. And you're not being shy about the resume because it goes longer. But
well, I'm also MIT graduate. I have 2 degrees from MIT. I have a bachelor's degree in music, a bachelor's degree in information technology. I have a master's degree in public policy from University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. I have a master's degree in eschatology from the WordWise Institute for Eschatology. And I am a podcast host and also known as the artist, the electric violinist, Lady Z.
Oh yes, oh yes. Now you currently have you currently putting the music on hold for right now, right?
No, actually, I have been actively gigging, and I actually have two records out on ladyz.com. It's What Is Gospel Music and A Season of Hope, Love, and Joy, and that's a Christmas CD.
Oh, okay, okay. Now you also produce too. You don't just not just a vocalist, violinist, but you also make beats and arrangements and stuff and musical composition.
Yeah, absolutely. So my original music, I've been working on that. And you can, if you go onto my Instagram and my YouTube channel, I have some of my original music there. And then my song Elevate is streaming on all major platforms.
Oh yes, true indeed, true indeed. And I'm gonna ask you one more thing about the music, and then we're gonna go to the SEO stuff because that's what we been pushing,
Right.
Now that you're because originally you did secular music, right? Or I know you always had the God in it, but now you're fully with the Christian.
Well, I'm actually still a jazz fusion violinist, and I have played in a lot of churches. See, when I first started playing violin, I started learning in the public schools, but my grandfather, who was a pastor of Christ New Commandment Baptist Church at the time, he asked me to play along with the musicians. So immediately when I first started playing violin, I started learning how to play with other musicians and learned how to play by ear. And by the time I had gotten ready to graduate from high school, I had been playing in the church for a decade.
Ah, okay. Now, if anybody that's not aligned with your beliefs wants music from you, would you still work with them, or you strictly?
It depends, but most of the people that I work with have been either, I've collaborated with funk artists, gospel choirs. I've collaborated with, I'm trying to think of some other, a jazz group. I'm part of the jazz people. So it just depends. I mean, if it's positive, I'm all for it. I also have toured with Gangsta Grass. Gangsta Grass isn't a sacred music band. They're a bluegrass and hip hop band. And so, I mean, it depends. It's a case by case basis.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So we're going to dive into the SEO Queen now. We're going from Lady Z to SEO Queen. But before we do that, I just want to shout some things out. Again, if you need some more publicity for your business, product, service, brand, email me at info@themediablast.net. If you want to advertise here down on the ticker, or just, in general, have your plugs, your commercials here on the session, you're welcome to do that as well. Just hit me up and we'll talk about it. info@themediablast.net is down there at the ticker. Also, if you just want to support the show, you could Cash App J Coleman 1982, and just send something. I also, my birthday coming up May 29th. I'll be 43. So
happy birthday.
Yes, thank you for that. And so you want to, anybody commenting that enjoy the information that's on the show, and you want to just leave a tip, you're welcome to do that too. So definitely. And we're going to get in the plug in the SEO Queen too. But there's one thing that I want to lead with in this interview. Oh, also, if you have questions and things like that, comments, drop them off. This is we don't just. It's not just we're here to talk to ourselves. We're talking to y'all too. So if you're in the comments section and you want to ask some questions about SEO, maybe you have a website that doesn't rank. Maybe you're on everything, and when people search you, you still don't come up, because there's people like that. They're on every site literally, but when you search them, you can't find them because they don't know the SEO. They're not working with the SEO Queen and experts that can rank them high. So if you have questions, I know many of you that follow this page, y'all got businesses. A lot of y'all do business with me. Yeah, and I help you in ways that I help you. But the SEO Queen, she can help you get on that first page of Google, not just Google, but DuckDuckGo,
Bing.
Bing, all the searches. It seemed like Google just took them all over. Just taking over. But
yeah, the Google has a share. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So if you want to know that, and I know a few things too through osmosis, just working with people like Z. But if you want the real, hit up the SEO Queen. And we also have our website at the bottom, www.seoqueen.com. And we'll shout out our social media as well, because I know y'all like to get connected. All right, so here's the question I wanted to ask.
Yes.
With all these AI tools, we're gonna go do the controversial stuff first. Mm-hmm. With all these AI tools that they have now, do you think jobs like SEO expert are fizzling out? Do you think that one day they'll be obsolete? Because now you got people who think they can put in prompts, and now they're getting smart with the prompts. They're saying, make it SEO strong or make it SEO friendly, and they put it in there. And I kind of know what your answer is going to be, but I want to get ahead of you and say something. I want to add something to that. Just a lot of people, when they put in prompts, this might be your answer too. I notice when a lot of people, they do put in prompts, they're not detailed with their prompts, and you can tell they're not detailed with it, because the prompt, like, you can sometimes just look at the first paragraph and AI helped them with this. But if you really want to trick the system, you have to get so detailed with the prompt and not just say make it SEO friendly, but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, they still think they don't need anybody. But what are your thoughts on that though? Is AI taking over to the point where it's going to take your job as well, or people still stupid no matter if they help work with a robot? I don't mean to call people stupid.
Well, I actually, my back office is, I'm going to be presenting at Digimarcon this week, downtown Detroit. And I'm going to be sharing the tool, the technology stack that I'm currently using. And my technology stack, I'm using a lot of a lot of AI. The challenge with the AI tools and SEO is that your cultural competency, your brand voice, your authenticity, your like outlier experiences, like, you know, if it's not online, it's not in the AI. And the other caveat is AI is only as effective as the people who created it. And so what I find a lot with my clients is that AI doesn't have the cultural competency necessary to just let it do what it does without any editing, without any um, detailed instructions. So my approach to using AI, I look at it as a tool, and I make sure that I give very detailed prompts for whatever it is that I'm doing. So I think, you know, right now is a very exciting time to really be running your business and growing your business. There's a lot of people out there. The economy is shifting. People are very conscious consumers now. They're more conscious consumers than ever. People really want to put their dollars where they are passionate, where their ethos, their what they stand for is supported. And so now is a great time to employ SEO to get in front of your ideal clients.
Oh yes, true indeed, true indeed. So yeah, so is there any particular AI tools or just tools in general that you would throw out there that can help people, or you're like, nah, I found these, this works for me? Oh, you did say that. Sorry, you did say you.
So one thing that this is my tech stack. So I use NVIDIA AI to create AI video. Before I do anything in NVIDIA, I'm using ChatGPT and DeepSeek. There are some GPTs in ChatGPT that I use as well. That's really helpful. And then I use Opus Clips as well to basically chop up my long form content. You know, a lot of people say, you know, it's overwhelming, you know, thinking about my marketing campaign and getting these things all together. But it's really important for you to have a multi-format for focus. And you can use AI tools to save you time and money, and just make it just more effective for your vision to come forward. And so what I'm currently using is I use ChatGPT. I bounce between ChatGPT and DeepSeek. DeepSeek I find is more accurate for certain other tasks. I find that ChatGPT is a little bit more creative. I tend to go back and forth and to see the best of both worlds. And then when I'm creating my video scripts in either DeepSeek or ChatGPT, I tend to just throw those into video and then edit from there. And then when I do record videos, like I do in real life videos, I don't always, you know, use AI generated content, but I use Opus Clips to create my reels. And it's really, really helpful. I've seen, I've been posting on my Facebook page. I know you've seen it. I've posted that I've gotten about 2,000 views to my content. And yeah, it's way over 2,000 now. Actually, it's more like, oh wow, I'm more like over 3,000 now. And it's hasn't been 24 hours yet using that technology stack. Uh-huh.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because we're going to bounce back to the AI tools. We're going to bounce back. I was just kind of formulating this question as you were speaking. Speaking of things, with the technology shifting over,
Mm-hmm.
people are using websites like they used to. Like, and if they are, they just throwing something on Wix and keeping it moving. Well, I think you know where I'm going with it, so you can actually.
No, finish your question. Finish your question. Don't let me cut you off.
Do you think social media is going to end up being the websites now? because a lot of people, they don't even nowadays, they have the websites, but they'll direct everybody to their Instagram or their Facebook and say just follow that. So what do you think this is, where we're going as far as technology?
Well, where we're going is where Google says we're going. And right now, Google has put out last year, it was the helpful content update. The helpful content update saw many blog only brands lose a ton of traffic overnight because they had no presence on social media. They had no presence on media platforms. They had no digital PR. They were just writing blogs and doing backlinks. And what we're seeing in the marketplace right now is that people who are not everywhere, if you're not establishing yourself not only as a brand, but putting forth your authentic voice and expertise, you cannot be found. So, more content means more traffic, more revenue, more credibility. People are very specific in how they're searching online, and many people want to read what you have to say. They also want to see a video of what you have to say. They want to create a feeling of knowing you. People, there's so many scams going on now online. There's a lot of social engineering going on. And so, hey, Michael Terry, hey, Lil Terry, it's so important for you as a business owner to be consistent, you as a brand to be consistently visible as a blog, on your blog, on YouTube, on X, on all the platforms, so that those signals are sent to Google and people see that you are legit, and that helps people's trust in you to increase. Absolutely.
Definitely. Great answer. So yeah, you gotta be everywhere. Shout out to Lil Terry. He's in the building. Lil Terry does his show every Tuesday night at 7:30. Talks about various social issues, relationships, current events, things that's going on in the world. And you should definitely be a part of some of these upcoming panels.
Yeah, I mean, scamming is at an all-time high. And I think as brands, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we need to really be mindful of all the things that are pulling on people's attention. And if you are trying to close a sale and people have to vet you, they're not going to purchase from you, because a lot of people don't have a lot of time. And so it's really important for you to cultivate your own community. And you can do that by having your website, having your YouTube channel, having your Facebook page, having your Facebook group, having your LinkedIn business page, having a LinkedIn group, being consistently sharing your content, like speaking to your various avatars about the specific issues that they have. So it's really important that you are consistent and show up on search engines. I mean, everybody believes Google. So
yes.
being on Google page one is a game changer. Like, you guys right now, you can Google the SEO Queen and you'll see I pop right up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Speaking of people trusting Google, what do you think about the built-in Google AI they have, Gemini? I don't like it, but what do you think?
Well, you know what? In my magazine, the Algorithm magazine, in the first issue that's available, you can purchase it on the algorithmmagazine.com. I actually wrote an article about ChatGPT compared to Gemini. And honestly, like right now, I'm using ChatGPT and DeepSeek for a lot of my needs. I think the challenge with Gemini is that it does a little bit too much.
I
does a little bit too much for me, but I really like the simplicity of DeepSeek, and I like the GPTs in ChatGPT.
Yes, I think ChatGPT is number one. But for Gemini, because you can ChatGPT, you can even use that like a therapist. It'll talk to you like they know you. You know what I'm saying? And go back and reference other things you talked about. If you play with it.
Right.
But I want to say about Gemini. Gemini sounds like somebody on Quora or Reddit who don't know the answer, and everybody upvotes it. Like somebody says 2 plus 2 is what's 2 plus 2, and somebody says 7, and it gets the most votes. That's what Gemini seems like. You know
Well, you know what? Like I'm gonna say before, like, you know, I don't spend a lot of time on Gemini. When it first came out, I used it a lot because I, you know, that's my job, is to stay on top of new technologies and new things that are coming out, so I can help support my business owners, my book of business, and the people in my community. But when it comes to just our back office technology stack, Gemini currently is not in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gemini. Yeah,
Little
definitely.
Terry, people need to come to SEO Queen for their branding and marketing, not Fiverr.
Yeah, definitely. He said you can't trust Gemini. Definitely can't.
Well, you can't trust any of the chat bots. That's the reality. You really,
Yes.
when you're using those tools, you really have to know your field, because, you know, even this week, just writing content, looking for different statistics, like the statistics that, you know, DeepSeek and Chat GPT were giving me were completely off base. I had to go into the actual Statista, Forbes. I had to go to those actual platforms to get the right numbers to plug in.
Oh yes, indeed. And little Terry, she said the SEO Queen, which is down in the ticker below. So definitely
Yes,
check out the SEO Queen.
SEOqueen.com.
Yes. And join us in the mastermind group if you're not already. Uh, Definitely shout out to the mastermind group. Uh, oh yeah. So I also want to say that tell people about the SEO Queen mastermind group, because we're gonna really reheat it and just take
Yeah, so the mastermind group, I actually have a big announcement that I want to make soon. I'm not sure if I'm ready yet.
okay.
I'm
Might
looking to
break the
see if
news
it's
here.
ready. But I have a big announcement that I'm going to be making soon. Yeah, it's not ready yet, but when it is, I'm definitely going to have to come back on here and share it with the people. So the SEO Queen, we are, you know, for the past 2 years in 2023 and 2024, we were working closely with Lendistry, with a lot of California-based businesses, helping them to get their digital marketing strategy off the ground. And now we're looking to help more people. So we have some exciting news. I can't wait to share it with you guys all.
Definitely. We're looking forward to it. And everybody that's watching right now, click the love button, like button, react to it. You press the angry face too. If you don't like what we're talking about or you don't understand it, you know, do whatever, react to it and share it, like it, tag somebody that can use the information. Matter of fact, if you know somebody that just has a website, tag them. They definitely need to talk to the SEO Queen. They definitely need to hear what she has to say, especially if they're doing the website themselves. They don't have somebody professional doing it for them. If they have some on Wix and they putting something together, they need to talk to the SEO Queen. You know.
Well, don't forget, if they have one of those GoDaddy sites, that's worse than Wix.
Yes. Yes. So if you have a GoDaddy site, anybody that you know that has one, they need to soak up this information. They need to soak up this wisdom. You know. So yeah, like what else? Where else can we go with this? Because it's just, just with SEO. Oh yeah, this is what I want to ask you too.
Mm-hmm.
How could you give any tips? I know the real answers have to come when they book a session. But is there any tip? Oh yeah, and by the way, book a session, y'all. Book a session with the SEO Queen. Definitely, it's worth it. Just if you want to pick her brain, little Terry, you want to hit up SEO Queen, definitely do it. Book a session. Forgot my question now. Oh yes. Do you have any tips on how you can make just regular Facebook posts or Instagram posts more SEO friendly? Because it seems like the hashtags, especially on I know the hashtags in Facebook never really work, but it seems like just doing hashtags and just regular things that used to drive up your traffic, that doesn't seem to work anymore. So what do you think
Well,
about that?
The platform where hashtags are really working well is YouTube. I'm finding right now YouTube Shorts, um, just going hard in the paint there. That's a great way to move the needle. I'm working with celebrity chef Ashbel McClevin right now. He was on the British Today Show for many years. He had a restaurant serving Southern American cuisine in Britain, and the monarchy supported his establishment. Plus, he was on TV, and he's done a lot of different things. So, launching his channel, what I have found is that the hashtags are working well. Getting him ranked on Google page 1 for different things it's just, you have different buckets. I call this the multi-format SEO. And so that's your web results, news results, video results, and image results. When you focus on those 4 buckets, you can really move the needle and get more visibility online. And I think that is really the focus that business owners should have right now in order to get into ChatGPT, to get into Perplexity, because we also have, in addition to Google, we also have these AI platforms, and Google is still the largest source of information for all the chatbots. So if you dominate on Google, you'll dominate on the AI chatbots as well, and the AI solutions.
Definitely. Because your businesses, for all y'all listening, your businesses definitely could use that. I mean, just, to be able to talk to the AI and say, what is, whatever your business is, and the AI tells you about yourself, that means you're really making it, or your business is really,
exactly.
So
exactly. Yeah.
Now, aside, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to say I'm really excited about my presentation at Digimarcon Great Lakes, and I'm speaking in Detroit downtown, and I'm going to be talking about multi-format SEO and just how to implement a strategy that works and gives you impact. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You can post the flyer in Blacktopia, and we'll definitely get it out to the Blacktopians in that area, and just give it to me in general. And we definitely got to get some more heads so they can see you. And for everybody that's listening to SEO Queen right now, book a session. Hit her up. The information is down in the ticker. Visit her website. Her contact information is there as well. Little Terry, if you have some more questions, because I know you use Opus Clips as well. Little Terry, if you're still listening, she could tell you how you could use Opus Clips to your advantage, aside from just the copy, cutting out the viral moments. She can tell you how to really pour some gasoline on it. That's what she does. So yes. Now I want to ask you this. Because things like landing pages, right? They seem like they're I ain't gonna say obsolete, but nowadays you can just use your Facebook page. What do you think is the best way to attract leads for your business, no matter what your business is? I know it's probably different, it's better on different platforms, but what do you think for just a general business owner, somebody has a brand, somebody has a product to sell, what is the best way to digitally funnel new leads to you?
I think the best way, the fastest, most effective way to funnel leads to your business is networking. Meeting people in person. That is the number one best way. And if you can't always go meet people, we're in the post-COVID era, we're in the social distancing time. So, being online, being accessible wherever people are, whether it's TikTok, whether it's LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, wherever it is, you need your company to be there. You need to invest the time in creating the content. And with tools like Canva, Opus Clips, you really can create quality content. I mean, even if you just had Zoom, Canva, and Opus Clips, you can create some long form content, post that to YouTube, and then throw the link into Opus Clips, and then you have all your shorts. So there is definitely a way to work smarter, not harder, and still scale your presence and impact online.
Definitely. I want to ask you this: what do you think about these social media sites? I'm gonna just throw them out there, and you could just or yeah, that's a good, and tell us why. I'm not going to talk about the conventional ones that everybody knows about, but I am going to start with one that everybody knows about: X, Twitter. What do you think about that now? Because now that Elon Musk runs it, is way different, but it sucked anyway. I thought.
I think X is definitely helpful. It's one of those platforms that I'm present on, but I don't invest a lot of time on. But I know some people have built their SEO careers, just tweeting everything that comes to mind on Twitter, on X. But X is one of those that I have a presence on, but it's okay.
Yeah. Threads,
that's another one that I see a lot of people spending a lot of time on. And they're doing some great things, and they're having a great impact.
Okay. Fan base.
I know there's a lot over there, but I have not spent a whole lot of time on fan base, unfortunately.
Okay. Lemonade.
Yes,
Lemonade. Yes.
That's another one that is it's okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I wanted to know about the kind of the more unconventional social media. Because we all know YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the TikTok, the major ones, the Mount Rushmores. Right. But these are, yeah. Okay.
I really like Big O Live. I don't know if you've heard of Big O Live, but I'm on there, and that one is definitely a platform you can make some great connections on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big O Live, you say?
Yeah, BIGO Live.
Okay. For anybody that's in the comment section, you could, if you got a Big O Live account, you can post your link in the comment section. Yes. Now, okay, we got Bobby Hills that's popping on. Definitely, yes. He's another good platform to Bobby Hills. I don't know if you're doing any new shows. I've been out of the loop as far as that, but if you're doing any new shows, man, you definitely have to have the SEO Queen on there, and she could talk to your fan base about how because his fan base is primarily, other recording artists and people like that. And Z also makes beats as well. So B Hills, definitely, if we could set that up, man, if you're still doing your shows, because I don't know where you're at, but if you are, just let us know. Definitely have the SEO Queen on there. Good source of information. Okay, Z. Well, we're going to get ready to start wrapping it up, but I want to give the comment section just a little more time if they want something, because I know sometimes we're sitting up here talking about technology and using big words, stuff like that. And sometimes people get intimidated and they don't want to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? And they want to inbox you later. I was scared. I didn't really know what you're talking about. Hey, no judge zone. Just ask your questions. Ain't nothing stupid. Other than the people that know how to use the stuff. So go ahead, comment section. If you got any questions for the SEO Queen, go ahead and ask them. Any comments? And Lady Z, as we're waiting for them to stop being afraid, hey, we're not gonna bite. We already ate. so come on. But yeah, Z, if there's any information that you want to give that we didn't touch on, like any tips or I know you're going to plug. We're going to plug in a second, but just anything that people should know.
Yeah, my only exhortation, admonition, encouragement tip is consistency is key. More is more. If you want to be more visible, you have to create more content. Google and YouTube are the number 1 and number 2 search engines on the planet. They have the first and second largest amount of traffic coming to them on a day, month, and yearly basis. And so it is really, really critical to be present on Google and YouTube. This is how you win, being able to pop up on web results, news results, image results, and video results. That is a game changer, the multi-format SEO. That is really important. And I really think that when you use these tools, you can pump out so much content. You just have to go for it.
Yes.
And you can always contact me. My email's on the screen. It's ZHE at the SEO at SEOqueen.com. You can also inbox me on Instagram at the SEO Queen. Now, I do have some other SEO Queen websites, so I wanted you guys to email that one, not the other one. So that's why I stuttered a little bit, because I do have a lot of emails.
Yes, true indeed.
Oh, gosh.
Shout out to Christopher Coleman. He's that's Duty Designs. I dropped a graphic novel earlier called Masterpiece Publishing Presents, and he's the mastermind behind the graphics. He's a graphic designer, and he recently started a Kickstarter for his own project. So Z, I want to ask on his behalf, what information would you give, SEO information would you give to somebody that has a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo? How could they utilize SEO to their advantage?
Right. So in the case of Kickstarter or Indiegogo, I would say it's important for you to know the keywords of the people who are searching for you. And then I would make YouTube videos, shorts, TikTok videos, and also just be present on all the platforms and let people know. And a press release is really important, as you know. A press release to get your information out there, and that press release should link back to your website. So when you're running those campaigns, it's so important that you get out there and do the podcast interviews, do the press releases, blog about your kickstarting campaign, talk to other people, strategic partners, supporters, friends, and ask them to share the link as well and to share your story.
Definitely. So yeah, Duty Designs, you heard her, that definitely focus on those keywords, put those videos out, those links. Let's raise up, build that, get that money for that project. All right. So everybody, definitely. All right, Z. Well, it's always a pleasure having you on. You've been on many times on me. Yes. And also the tech show. Are you doing any more episodes of the tech show?
Yes, I'm working on getting some more interviewees to come on my podcast. I'm working on that as well.
Definitely. Whenever you want to have me back, I'm down for that as well.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll make it happen.
Yes. Definitely make note of that. All right. So yeah, you know what it is. Definitely thank you all for streaming. You can check the replays out on YouTube. Also check us out on Twitch, twitchtv.com/the Media Blast. And then also on YouTube, youtube.com/@the official Media Blast. All right. You guys don't have to go home, but you got to get off this thing. Good night.